Hey, it's your girl Yolanda over here at Forever Landa, and welcome back to the channel. So today I want to talk to you about some journals by some black authors that you may want to get into. It is Black History Month. That sounds like something you want to hear more about. I said go ahead and stick around. So last year when I did a peek or flip through of my planner for 2022, I actually introduced this journal. I'll be sure to kind of click in the cards above that video, but this journal is 100 days of believing bigger. And so this is a devotional journal. It's written by Marshawn Evans Daniel, and this journal was definitely life-changing. If your goal in 2023 is to be able to apply the scriptures more to your life, I highly recommend this book, 100 Days of Believing Bigger. Marshawn takes you through various walks of not only providing you with the scripture, but also providing you with maybe her thoughts and her take on the scripture. The other thing that I like a lot about this journal is that it provides you with the space to write. So it gives you, and I'm gonna show on the screen, it gives you a space to write what your own thoughts are. But the kicker everybody here, is that at the end of not only reading the scripture and not only hearing what her thoughts are about said scripture and the thought for the day, and not only giving you space to answer questions or to write about what you thought, she ends it with a prayer. And I love that about this particular journal, is that prayer, and that prayer to strengthen you, that prayer to allow you to go deeper into the word and therefore deeper into your relationship with God. I think one of the days that I found most helpful for me was when she talked about water walking. And water walking is just really us getting deeper into our faith. You know, I always hear when you hear about the scripture when Peter saw Jesus coming to him, and you always hear about, oh, Peter lost his faith and that's why he sunk. But on the other note, Peter was the only one that had faith enough to step out on the boat. So that really just kind of, spoke to me, and that, we should have faith enough to get out the boat. Faith enough that whatever vision or purpose that God has for our lives, that we have faith enough to know that it will come to fruition. And so if this type of journaling and is something that you're interested in regarding the scriptures, I highly recommend this book. I love the book because of the way it feels. It feels really good. It feels good to the hand. The pages, you all know I love stationery. So the pages are very tactile. You can feel it, you can touch it, and so it's a really good book. It definitely will go in a tote. So if you wanted to take it with you for your morning coffee, at a coffee shop or anything like that, you can carry it around with you. So again, 100 Days to Believing Bigger by Marshawn Evans Daniel. So the second journal I wanted to talk to you about is Strong and Beautiful. And Strong and Beautiful is by Karen Davis Pritchard, and I'll be sure to make sure to link all of the books in the description box below, and also put their information, their Instagram handle or anything of that nature on the screen as well. But this particular journal is what I call a guided journal, and it also provides you with places to write your thoughts on it. And one of the things that kind of really stuck out to me, and this spoke to my spirit, it says, resting is not being lazy. We live in a time and we live in a culture, that hustle culture, where people feel like you always have to be on the go, that you always have to be 100. Like it's just run, run, run. It's like a literal rat race. And I'm here to tell you that that's not, we need rest. Your body needs rest. Your mind needs rest. There needs to be a time where you can recharge. It's very difficult. And I hear my friend at Dazzle Me 777. You guys need to follow her. She's here on YouTube as well. She always ends her videos by saying that you cannot pour from an empty cup. And that's very true. And if you're not resting, if you're not allowing your body and or your mind time to really refuel, to get to a place where then you can be more creative, you could do more, you could apply yourself more, then you're not going to be able to stand in your word. So this particular journal, Strong and Beautiful, it's about self-exploration, about getting to know yourself more, getting to discover what your purpose is, and therefore that you'll be able to walk in your purpose and to be able to work on fulfilling your purpose. Again, this is Strong and Beautiful by the beautiful Karen Davis Pritchard. So the next journal I wanted to talk to you all about is Becoming Me. And Becoming Me is by Tamila Mullings, and I'll be sure to link it in the cards below. And this is really 10 powerful affirmations about really walking into who you are called to be. And again, this is also a self-guided journal where there's a little thought or a word or a phrase, something to kind of pique you, and then the journal actually also gives you space to write what your own thoughts are. One of the things that I found, and I'm gonna link in the cards above, I actually did a video about one of the days in here, but there was a day where it talked about allowing yourself to say no. This is me. I am such a people pleaser, and I'm slowly coming out of that, and I'm slowly learning, but I'm learning, that's the good thing, that no is a complete sentence. I do not need to provide explanation as to why I said no. I do not need to provide an alternative. If I say no, I could just very well say no. I don't, and no, it doesn't align with what I'm doing right now. No, I don't have time for that. No, I don't feel like doing that. And so these are very, very important affirmations and things that we should have about our lives and about getting better. So again, this is the Becoming Me journal, and I'll be sure to link in the cards. I think I've already linked it in the cards above, how to get your very own copy of this journal. The next journal I want to talk to you about, this is Daily Devotional and Workbook. It's a book designed to inspire and uplift women. It's by JD Inspo. And I'll also link below in the description box how to get your very own copy of this journal. I also did a guided thought and talked a little bit more about this, and I'll be sure to link in the cards above how to get this. But this book is power packed. It has tons and tons of things to tweak your thoughts and to really get you into thinking differently about a situation, differently about your life, differently about your priorities, just really differently. And this is something that's good. The other thing about this young lady is that she actually also has a podcast, and that those podcasts are also meant to help you empower yourself and to help you think about things differently. And I'll be sure to link the podcast below as well. One of the most I linked above already the thought that what stood out to me, but the other thing that I wanted to talk about more of that stood out to me about this particular book is she talked about never apologize for being yourself. And it says, never apologize for being your most true and authentic self. Some people will love you while others will have a hard time accepting you for who you are. Never apologize or feel bad for being the queen that you are. Continue to grow and blossom into the beautiful person that you are meant to be. And I was like, oh my goodness. You know, it's funny sometimes how we will often try to change ourselves to fit in, either to fit into a situation, to fit into a relationship. We will change and alter the way we are because we want to be accepted or we want to be liked. But Janae encourages us and reminds us that we don't have to apologize for being who we are. Those who are meant to love you will love you regardless of who you are, regardless of how you show up, especially if you're showing up as your authentic self. And so these are very, very powerful words. This devotional, I encourage you to definitely get it. It's one of those books that I go to again and again. You can see like the little bookmark. And so, the one thing that I like about all of these journals, actually, the one thing I like about all of these is the fact that I can read it today and then go back to it months from now and read the same thing and have a totally different thought about it. You know, because I've grown, and that's the one thing that we all need to be more conscientious of, is the fact that we grow, we change, we develop. You know, if you stay in a stagnant situation or a stagnant place, you can eventually die. Think about the butterfly in the cocoon. The butterfly is transforming and growing in that cocoon stage. If the butterfly thinks, I'm no longer going to I'm just gonna stay here, what ends up happening to that butterfly is death. And so I enjoy going back to things that, you know, even if I had the aha moment at that time, I can have a different aha moment. I have a different revelation about what it is that I'm supposed to glean from that information. So, you know, these are 4 very, very good journals by African American women that I encourage you to go ahead and to purchase for yourself. And you know, let me know if you do purchase them and you read them. I would love to hear your thoughts below in the comments, what you think about any of these journals, if you've purchased them or had the chance to read through them. So I'm going to be doing a series of videos throughout the month of February. It is Black History Month, and I like learning more about my history. I also like learning more about others, as well as you know, encouraging myself about building and building a legacy within my own community. So if you would also like to support these young ladies, I encourage you to do so. The links to their journals and to their books are in the description box below. And again, this is your girl Yolanda over here at Forever Landa. Don't forget to subscribe. Also turn on your notification bell. More videos talking about Black history and how you can support Black owned businesses are coming this month. And of course, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. And if you want, follow your girl over on Instagram at Forever Landa. I do some fashion kind of content over there if you're interested. Anyway, talk to you later. Bye bye now. See you later.